Hello, and welcome to Guitar, the Instrument That Rocked the World. My name is Zach Zetterberg, and I'm the Curator of Art here at the Peoria Riverfront Museum. I'm here to give you a brief virtual tour of this amazing new exhibition that recently opened in our International Feature Gallery and will be open to the public and members until January 10th. Thank you to all of our sponsors, which include Illinois Mutual, PNC, Unity Point Health, and OSF Healthcare for helping us bring this extraordinary exhibition to Peoria. This exhibition comes to us by way of the National Guitar Museum, which holds one of the finest collections of guitars in America. There are over 50 guitars in this exhibition, and all of them emerged from centuries of experimentation, innovation, and refinement. This exhibition, centered around one of the most iconic objects in history, combines aspects of art, science, and history, unlike any other guitar exhibition you will ever see. Let me introduce you to a few of the incredible guitars that are included in the exhibition. The guitar evolved from European and Asian instruments during the Middle Ages. These instruments were the oud, the tambour, and the lute. From bowls to flat surfaces to slightly curved lines, guitar makers have experimented with hundreds of different shapes, looking for the perfect blend of beauty, physics, and sound. The lute was prominent during the Renaissance. It evolved from several early European and Middle Eastern instruments, but most directly from the oud. The oud has been in existence for thousands of years. It is one of the oldest string instruments in the world, and there are references to it going back to 3000 BC. Along with the oud, the tambour is amongst the world's oldest stringed instruments. It emerged from Persia several thousand years ago and spread from there to Africa and Asia. European luthiers who immigrated to the United States changed the guitar structure and created what we now recognize as the acoustic guitar. Two of the most significant makers of early American acoustic guitars were Martin and Gibson. Here is a great example of a Martin parlor guitar from the early 1800s. Here are two wonderful examples of Gibson's early acoustic guitars. The first one is an archtop guitar, meaning that the actual top of the guitar has some shape to it. And the second one you will see is a flat top guitar, and the top is completely flat. The flat top guitar is what we currently see most of the time with acoustic guitars that are made today. By the mid-1920s, flat top acoustic guitars became more popular because of their cheaper cost, smaller size, and portability. For the Gibson company, making flat top guitars was easier and faster than carving an arch top. In 1949, Leo Fender introduced the first mass-produced electric guitar. This is known as the Telecaster. Leo Fender introduced the Stratocaster in 1954, which has become one of the most recognized shapes in guitar history. By virtue of its shape, construction, and function, the Stratocaster is considered one of the greatest examples of industrial design in history. The Gibson Les Paul is another extremely iconic shape of electric guitar, and it was used by famous players Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page. Here's a really great example of a Gibson hollow body guitar. The inside of this electric guitar is actually hollow, and this guitar was played by legendary blues guitar player B.B. King, and he named it Lucille. Here's a really interesting example of a silver tone guitar, which was manufactured by the Sears Roebuck & Company, which was one of the largest retailers in the U.S. for much of the 20th century. The property on which the museum sits today was once a Sears and Roebuck store. Today, innovations are still being made to the guitar in unique and fascinating ways, using technology in a way we never expected. The largest feature of this exhibition is the world's largest guitar. Modeled after a Gibson Flying V, this is the world's largest playable guitar. So come down and check it out and play it for yourself. In addition to guitar, the instrument that rocked the world, we've created a stage and are telling the story of Golden Voice Recording Studio, a small studio that was built in South Pekin by Jerry and Mary Ann Milam in the early 1960s that would go on to record some of the most influential music in American history, which includes Peoria's own Dan Fogelberg, Gary Richrath, Mike Somerville, and Steve Gibson, just to name a few. Every Saturday, we have live performers on the Golden Voice stage, so join us here at the museum or on Facebook Live at 2 p.m. You can see some great live performances from some great talent right here in Peoria. Thank you for joining me on this brief tour of this great exhibition. I hope you have time to come see us. The exhibition is open until January 10th. A special thanks to all of the members of the museum and all of our Visionary Society members for making great exhibits like this possible to bring to the museum and to the community.